And a big welcome for the first time in our commentary box to Scott McLaughlin. You're a rookie in V8 Supercars last year. Your first time in the commentary box. How are you feeling?
I'm actually probably more nervous here today, but no, I'm looking forward to watching a really good race in Aussie racing cars.
Hopefully they put on a bit of a show for your first time. It's Trent Young off the front row. He's been very dominant this weekend. Brendan Pingle second in the points and needs a bit of a miracle here if he's going to actually win this championship, because Darren Chamberlain is looking solid at the moment. If Chamberlain can just probably finish this race, it's all he needs to probably take out this championship. James Abella, 16 years old, this kid. He's going to start back in 22nd position with a lot of work ahead of him. We've got over 30 cars out there on the grid. They've already had one good look at the racetrack out there today, but it's windy, changeable conditions. These things are very light, Scott, so they're going to be a handful around what is a very fast track.
Yeah, look, I think they're about not as heavy as us, obviously, but about 600 kilos compared to us being a ton and a half. So obviously the wind will probably move us around enough, but these guys even more.
They'd be really feeling it. We're talking about motorcycle engines and these things as well, so not a lot of power. Going to keep the momentum up, almost like a Formula Ford used to be around this track. Here's Peter Carr. Aussie Racing Cars on board right now. This guy was leading the championship for about half of it. He's actually won 8 of the races so far this year. Despite that, he's not in with a championship shout. Trent Young, 6 race wins for him. He's not in there with a shot at winning the championship. The man who's winning the championship hasn't won a race yet this season. A very unusual circumstance.
Yeah, see that sometimes works out perfect for you, but I mean, it's going to be hard. Like, if he wants to wrap this championship up, he's got to be consistent, be up the front and stay out of trouble. But obviously these guys can go 4 wide whenever they want, so it'll be pretty full-on racing. But if I was second in the championship, I'll be going as hard as I can.
The man you need to look out for is on the left of the 3rd row right there. Bright orange and black car. The guy in front of him is going to be the outgoing champion. That's Maurice Massini in the VIP Pet Foods #1. But who will take out the #1 for next year? Brendan Pingle off the front row is trying to get it. He needs to finish where he is in this race, wrap up second for the round, and then hope that Darren Chamberlain has some issues. And for Darren Chamberlain, this is all about staying out of trouble and hoping that that little Yamaha motor holds on and nobody crashes into him.
Nervous times now. I mean, you're siding up the lights, you're working out, waiting for the green flag call, and you're just looking at those red lights ready to go. It's a pretty cool view looking down there. I was on pole yesterday, so you get a good view of the ocean, but yeah, you'd be concentrating very hard now, very nervous times.
You've been in a championship winning scenario before. What are the nerves like?
It's pretty tough. You just got to make sure you stay out of trouble. Just do your race. You know, you're in that position for a reason, so it's all about just pushing hard and getting on with it.
The green flag is the signal that tells us we're good to go racing. Phillip Island, the Aussie Racing Cars, their final race for 2014. Motorcycle engines screaming, and the red lights go on and off. Good start, Pingle. Got a great jump. And the race is on over 700 metres in the approach to turn 1. These guys can swap the lead about 4 or 5 times by the time they get down there. There's Trent Young.
Very even. You can go too wide, I reckon, through here.
Easily, but looks at Massini's going to be on the outside of Chamberlain.
And he's got him. He's on the inside for turn 2.
Oh, big tank slapper as well in the background. Got away with that one. I think that might have been Ken Quinn. Very sideways at the exit of 1.
Very clean start. Obviously, the 2 at the front, still side by side. It's good racing, great racing there.
And Rhett Noonan's the guy in 3rd. He's looking like taking over the Rookie of the Year honours.
Oh, the little bump draft there. That's pretty full on.
We'll go a bit NASCAR-esque through Stoner Corner. This is where it all gets busy on the brakes.
Brake deep.
Young still in the lead. Rhett Noonan wants 2nd position from Brendan Pingle. That's Tyler Greenbury going the long way around the outside. Try and get the power down on the run up to Siberia. And it's Trent Young, your clear leader in the Nissan Ultimate at the moment.
It'll be all about just getting some clear air now, getting away. Obviously, these guys are a lot of slipstreaming and stuff like that, so it's hard to get away, but one of those things where you just got to get on with it.
Through to the hay shed we go. That's flat and top gear through there.
It's a cool shot even in these little cars. Oh, big sideways there, Loogie Heights. You don't want that thing to happen right there. Oh, that one's off, is it?
And it's Tyler Greenbury. So Greenbury's found the gravel, former KZ2 national champion from the CRK Stars of Karting. So similar kind of setup to a go-kart with a gear shifter on it.
I actually used to race Tyler back in the day. He's a good young driver, so yeah, it's pretty sad to see. Be very slippery off there in the grass, so you don't want to be there.
Turned 22 on Thursday setup day as well, so not the way he wants to be celebrating a birthday. Off in the kitty litter, first lap complete. And not a bad start this for Trent Young. Trying to get out of that slipstream's the key.
Yeah, if I was him, I'd be moving it around it down the straight, trying to break that slipstream a little bit. Look, it's hard, but he looks like he's done a little bit, but it's bloody tough.
Side by side, it's the back through world. Aussie Racing Car.
Oh, wow. Oh. Well, good pass. Well done.
That's brave.
That is brave.
What's essentially an aspect tire. These guys don't have slicks.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, it's great to see these guys having a really good go. Oh, sideways out. A lot of that will be due to the wind, pushing the cars around. It makes it very hard around this track. This track's very sensitive to the wind.
Grabs fifth.
Flat out through here, I'm sure. Look at the slipstream he's getting.
Now he's going to have a shot here at the inside if he's brave enough. Decides to just let it go at the moment. Oh, everyone hard on the brakes. And Bella up the inside of a couple. He goes to the inside of Peter Carr. There he goes.
Oh, don't want to be in the Astro Test. Very slippery stuff. You don't want to be out there.
I think that was one of the flacks who maybe got punted off towards the left. We go in behind Ken Quinn. Switch back out of Siberia. And they head off down towards the Haitian. Oh, that is a massive one through turn one. Hold on. Just got away with it. That is about as crazy as you can get through that part of the track.
Mate, he's had to take a couple of chill pills there. He's just calm down and get on with it.
That's David Reynolds' dad, by the way.
Is it really? Oh, well.
He's got away with one there. We had Adam Ubergan go upside down at that part of the track yesterday. Here's Peter Carr up the inside of Kent Quinn. That's a standard move around this part of the track.
One of the two places, the main place where you can make a pass, and that's good solid move, but he wants to get on with it now.
Man, how did that thing of John Reynolds not go upside down?
Yeah,
through turn one? That was wild.
Unbelievable. Pingle's really now the two second place dudes. They need to get on with it, push each other like they're doing here, trying to get into slipstream. I should be able to make a move up in turn one here.
Oh, here we go with a push and a shove in the rear.
Have it go into one, mate. Here we go.
So
wow.
He's going to push Ritnunen into first and then take it away from him.
This category is awesome. It's a great job. That's pretty. Oh, he's sideways through there, but they can get away with it. That's great stuff.
These guys are tailing the best of times. Look at Chamberlain, just trying to stay out of anyone's way back and forth. If he can finish where he is right now, he will win the championship. But Pingle now your new leader, second in the championship. But this is not going to win him the championship at the moment because Chamberlain is doing enough.
Exactly. So look, side by side again. They don't want the leader to get too far away, but in these cars, obviously, doesn't matter too much. But yeah, Chamberlain there in the back. He looks like he's waving to someone.
Oops.
Oh, got a couple off here.
Oh, it's Greenbury again. The front splitter's missing this time. And I think that was Griffith with him. Well, someone's gone off and gone the whole way through turn one and come back on at Southern Loop. I reckon that's what's happened there.
But you don't want that front splitter to lose. You lose a lot of front downforce there and cost you a little bit of turn.
Here we go. Oh, contact on the inside. Oh, he's nearly done a front flip.
Innocent bystander there, but oh, geez, that leapt up off the ground pretty quick, didn't it?
We are seeing some unusual things today in the Aussie racing cars. So three trying to fit into the Southern Loop.
See, the guy in the middle there probably should have given the guy on the outside a bit more room. He had enough room on the inside maybe to keep going, but it's always tough. You don't know exactly where everyone is. Man,
so Lynch fires off into Greenbury, and that was so lucky that they didn't dig in any more than it did, because that could have been very nasty. Greenbury's been in a couple of scary moments so far today. Going off at Southern Loop and also Lukey Heights, not where you want to be going off. To be fair, you don't have small accidents.
No, exactly. So, I mean, here you got Young. He's harassing the back there of Pingle, but I think he's just got to keep pushing, get away. Obviously, Chamberlain's falling back a bit, but he could fall into the clutches of 5th, 6th, and 7th. So he's just trying to go for as many points as he can, you know.
Got to be careful here because while the two cars pushing each other very fast, James Duckworth tried that for too many laps yesterday and blew a motor up. Yeah,
I saw that. So it gets a bit hot, obviously, when you get right behind someone, it creates no airflow. So obviously, road cars are fueled by fans. These guys won't have any fans, so they need absolute heaps of airflow. So that's the main thing.
So the radiator's sitting at the front, and they need that big ocean air off the Bass Strait to keep them cool.
Exactly.
So Pingle and Young starting to hook up here to work together to try and drop Ritnunen. A two-car battle's always easier to deal with than three. This has been Pingle's weekend so far. He's been very conservative on the brakes.
See, just missed the apex there a little bit, but I think all it is, you know, you got 5 laps to go here. You need to try and set yourself up for a good run. You know, a lot like the Moto3 guys do in the MotoGP and stuff. Set yourself up, get a good run to the final flag, and you might be able to tow and quickly get past them on the run to the flag. So a lot about position.
We were talking yesterday about the last lap of the Indy 500 or the last lap of the Daytona 500. Is it better to be first or better to be second on the run to the flag? And I think Pingle's quite happy to be in second right now. He's making absolutely no attempt to grab the lead. We'll see if he's going to be bold at MG. Young positions that thing right in the middle, though. That's allowed Ritnunen, the battery world car, to catch back up to the front two. Chamberlain still sitting pretty in 4th, doing enough to win the championship. Have a look at the amount of grip these short wheelbase cars have going onto the last corner. We do have a higher downforce setup on these cars. Watch these left rear tyres just about touching down.
impressive there. But look, you know, you got Pingle here. He's attacking Young, but, you know, you can't go anywhere. You know, you don't know what to do. It's hard, and Noonan's right there, so he doesn't want to give that spot away too, so it would be interesting what he does.
Well, we're going to push these guys off into turn one. We'll push you guys off for a short ad break. Don't go anywhere. We're halfway home. The final race, the Aussie racing cars from Phillip Island. Welcome back to Phillip Island. It's the Plus Fitness Phillip Island 400, and the racing is on in the Aussie racing cars. Their final race, the championship. We're deciding that championship between Brendan Pingle and Darren Chamberlain. Oh, big one at the exit of turn one. That's nasty and hard into the fence.
If he can't get that away, I'm sure that's going to be a safety car. He's pulling the gloves off. At least he's all right. He's moving around.
So
big off.
We might get away with it. We've had a couple of big crashes through turn one so far this weekend, which haven't brought out a safety car at the moment. We saw a similar accident in yesterday's Touring Car Masters race, and hopefully it looked like it was moving around at least. So let's try and dissect what's happened here. Scott. Oh, it's gone upside down before it's even got there.
No way, all by himself as well.
Gee, so Smith going backwards hard into the fence. And, man, he's lucky to get away with that one. That was nasty.
Just shows how safe these cars are as well. You know, he's moving around very fast turn there, so it's great. But look at Abella. He's very fast. He's setting very good sectors, going hard. He's
so,
on fourth.
Shane Smith out of the race, and it looked like he was okay after that one, which is the good news. And no safety car boards at the moment, so we're going to keep racing. I can't believe how quickly these things can go upside down. There he is.
He's all right.
So he's walking away from it at least.
Probably should get off the track if I was him, but...
Yeah, not the greatest spot to stand. Maybe hop, skip, and a jump over those tyre walls. We'll have local yellow flags down here probably, so Pingle's going to be wise to that.
Oh, he's making a moves.
Oh, are we in yellow flags yet? That's going to be the question. I think he's actually okay. Didn't see any waves.
Oh, no, there's a yellow flag up the back, so he's going to have to readdress that some way.
There's the yellow flag.
He may not have seen it when he was right behind Pingle there.
Yeah, so hopefully you might have to redress that spot. They do have radio communication, these guys, so maybe Pingle's boys will be on the radio to tell him to give that spot back. Where's James Abella come from? He's all of a sudden up into fourth. He's driven from, I think, 22nd on the grid here, Abella. He's on an absolute charge.
Yeah, it's very good. And he's 16, you said? Yeah, so I've heard about his name in karts. He's a young, good steerer and going good, making a good move here. Breers are chirping into Honda. He made some move for third. Obviously, the car's working really nice for him, as the two front guys touch.
So he and Abella are fighting, Abella and Noonan are fighting for the Rookie of the Year honours. It's looking like it's going to go the way of Brett Noonan with the point score system that they have. Seeing as Abella was way down on the points coming into this one, we'll try and confirm that with you a bit later on. But this is now, well and truly, a four-car fight for the lead.
That's awesome.
Through the hay-shed.
Look, and if I was Abella, I'd be just going as hard as I can. Look, you got nothing to lose. Might as well just have a crack and get on with it and see what happens. But, you know, these guys are fighting for a lot more than he is. So here he goes down into MG. That's what we like to call it. And good move. Very solid.
Up the inside of MG. He's on a charge. He's been very good at getting himself into these positions. He just can't close. Needs to get a bit of Kevin Harvick about him. Get himself in a good position and finish the job off.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to see a young dude like this having a good crack, putting his car in the right spots. But like I said before, you need to set yourself up. You know, you got 2 or so laps to go this time by. You need to have a good crack. But looks like he's got a lot of straight line speed, that's for sure.
Solid bump drafting that one. That was a big shove. And have a look at Pingle going backwards here. He came onto the front straight in the lead. He's going to be third easily by the time they get to turn one. Still local yellows down here though.
Wow.
Careful. We need to get back to the green flag at the inside of the southern loop.
See what Abella's doing there. He's just dropping back, just letting readdress. He's seen that yellow flag. Obviously was in a position before turn one where he couldn't change, so he's got to get back there and out of turn 2.
So that gives Trent Young a little bit. They're all trying to wave each other through at the moment because they're trying to redress the situation with yellow flags. Nobody really knows where they should be.
Makes the racing good though, doesn't it?
They're giving us spots.
Oh, down the outside. That's a good little move. If he can hold it, he'll be on the inside for Siberia. No, he can't.
So now it's Pingle who's been gifted the race lead again. I think we're all good to go now. And Abella with a dive bomb at Siberia. Oh, and a touch.
I tried a couple of those myself yesterday. It was pretty tough, so he's done a good job there to get up the inside. Now he's going to be side by side through the hay shed. This would be awesome.
Now this is nerve-wracking in a bad supercar. It's doable in an Aussie racing car. Why not make it 3 wide?
Far out.
Trent Young wants the outside.
3 wide into Lukey. That's going hard.
And unfortunately, it's not going to work out. Brett Noonan's going to be the beneficiary. He'll go to the inside of Pingle.
Wow.
Trent Young with a brave nicely for James Abella. Great racing between the front four.
Abella's just got to make sure this last lap he just makes his car as wide as he can. It's very hard in an Aussie racing car, but he's doing an awesome job at this stage. Got a little gap there for sure, Chad.
Yeah, we're actually starting to... We've got the high aero package on for this weekend to slow them down a bit, which makes them a real devil in a straight line to hold on to, because
you can see.
You're so just a sitting duck when you're at the front. Look at this, 3 wide. No idea where the yellow flags are and what this is going to mean for who's racing on the last lap, but let's just go. Final lap, race to the flag.
See, Noonan's just sat there all race. He's been in fourth, just chilling out, seeing what these guys are doing, and now he's in the lead, but a long way to go yet. Contact between Abella and Noonan. He wanted the inside. Noonan shut the door. No yellow flags. This is all clean racing to the finish through Southern Loop. Oh, he's just got to calm down a little bit here. James is in a good position, but I don't know how early you want to be in front, but he's doing a good job.
A race winner in Tasmania. I think he was just 15 years of age then when he won that. Oh, big hip and shoulder. Noonan gets moved to the right.
Oh, that's a bit uncalled for, to be honest.
Yeah, it's folded the mirror in. And good
hard racing.
James Abella has got the elbows out at the end of this one. Oh, Pingle sideways is going to lose some momentum, and he spins.
That's that AstroTurf I was talking about.
What a save.
That was pretty impressive.
That was Frosty turn 1 at Bathurst.
Yeah, it was just in front of me, but that's pretty full on. That's great stuff. But these guys are going to push on. Little lap car here. Yep. Could help Abella.
Past Thompson we go. It's the approach again. Going through Bahation, the back part of the circuit. Can Rhett Noonan close back up to have a shot at the win? Is he limping from the contact? Through turn 3, around another lap we go. This is good stuff. Only a handful of corners. It looks like a 2-car race now between Young and Abella.
Have a dive, mate. Have a dive. There you go. He'll be just making sure he gets a good run onto the front straight, which he has. Abella's gone a little bit wide.
Now, Trent Young lost the first race of the weekend by 18 thousandths of a second. He doesn't want it to happen again. The final corner for 2014 in the Aussie racing cars. Young's in the box seat. He wants the slipstream. He's going to pull in behind Abella, but Abella's going to get maybe a tiny toe from the lapper in front of him. Good old-fashioned drag race to the finish. Well done. Trent Young
Wow.
Up on the timing screen. He's won it by 20 thousandths of a second. He lost one by 18 thousandths the other day, but this one he'll win by just 20 thousandths of a second. Chamberlain home for 6 and then a championship as well for Darren Chamberlain, but what a finish.
Mate, that's great, and he set himself up well. He was there at the end. He just was right on the inside of him coming off the last corner and got a good draft, and there we go. That's too close to call, but it's awesome. Got it, he's done.
About a quarter of a car length. That's fantastic. That's some Moto3 stuff right there, just like you predicted. Nice work, Scott. And James Abella is just pipped at the line by Trent Young, taking his 7th win for the year. But importantly, it's Darren Chamberlain who will take out the championship here today. And I know his wife Sharon is watching at home, and the kids be very happy with that one. But this was the big moment of the race. Shane Smith upside down. Scott, I hope that doesn't go happening to anyone else today.
I don't want that to happen to me either, or anyone else, but that's full on.
That was not...
Glad to see he's okay, that's for sure.
A small accident. So, Scott, thanks very much for joining us. Good luck today in the final race here for the V8 Supercars.